let's say Social Security didn't send out their checks this month. My mother-in-law, who's 94, she wouldn't call and complain. She just wouldn't. She'd think something got messed up, and she'll get it next month.
Yeah.
A fraudster always makes the loudest noise, screaming, yelling, and complaining.
No, what would really happen is bills won't get paid, food won't be purchased so they can eat, medications won't be bought so they can take them. Nothing will happen. They will sit at home or do what they need to do to make a month go by before they can get paid again, if they get paid again. This puts people at risk in so many ways. It puts people at risk of being evicted. It puts people at risk of being sick from not being able to afford medications or whatever they need to survive, especially if it's the elderly or the sick. People that are on disability a lot of times are sick. They take medications. Yes, Medicaid, Medicare pays for them, but they still have to pay for those medications. Everything won't be paid for. And hopefully they're not already behind, because a lot of people that are on disability are already behind. So if you're already behind, good luck to you. These people do not care about human beings. They do not care. They know better. These people are not idiots. These people might feel like they're out of touch, but they're not idiots. They know what would happen. It's not that they don't know and they're out of touch. It's because they don't care. They've been told a million times what would happen. They know if they cut Medicaid, Medicare, people will die. There are people on Medicaid, Medicare that take medications for rejection when you go through a surgery to replace a heart valve or something like that. They're on, for the rest of their lives, they're on rejection medications, all kinds of things. People that are on blood thinners, people that are on mental health medications, all kinds of medications. They cannot live without. They look at it as, this is just another tax break for us. These people do not care. And if you think that because you're middle class and you don't have to rely on any of this stuff, don't be fooled. They do not care about you either. None of your benefits, your minimum wage, your actual good paying job, that is there because people stood up years and years and years and years before we were born. They stood up and they demanded good pay. They had to fight from the rich, pay for their work. The reason why they cut it from the poor is nobody cares, because they do not think it will affect them. It's gonna affect you, your family that is either retired or disabled, your grandfather, your grandmother, any of these things. They're going to have to go somewhere when they cut this funding. And for what? So we can save a little money? No, so we can make big tax cuts on the wealthy, the rich. And what really does it, like, sometimes I swear these people just want to kill America as well. These people are putting tariffs on the very countries that pay for our debt, that pays for this stuff. Do I have to say that again? These people are putting tariffs on the countries that pay for our debt, that invest in our country, that pay for this stuff, because we don't want to do it. We want to make cuts in taxes. Is it worth it? I mean, God forbid that we do what's actually right. I'm sorry this shit costs money. That means we have to have taxes. Unless you want grandma living at your house or living in the street. Those are the only options. Pay taxes or grandma lives in the street and fuck the disabled. Which one do you want? I don't know if I'm going to go very much longer. I I cannot, like, I'm disabled. I have a learning disability. I am not a very smart person. I know that. But for God's sakes, you guys have to be better than this. Like, I can't be, like, I can't imagine that the average American cannot get this. Yes, we have a huge problem with our deficit in this country. Our debt is ridiculous, but they're not even paying for it. The tax breaks, it's just going to tax breaks. So they're going to throw grandma in the street for tax breaks for the wealthy. They're going to fuck our mental health system. All kinds of things. Things that you notice, because I wonder where all these crazy people in our streets came from. Boy, you have a lot of homeless people that happen to be crazy. Wonder how that happened. Tax breaks. They've been cutting taxes forever on services that were necessary to people that you didn't care about. People like the disabled, people like the mentally ill. And everybody complains, oh my God, the price of living is horrible. Well, what do you think happens when you fall off that ladder? You fall in the street, and it's very hard to get out. So we do not even give them a step stool to get back on the ladder. This country, if people cannot wrap their heads around the simplest concepts, we're done. It's over. Close the doors. This thing is over. Close it. There's nothing we can do to help stupid. You can't get much stupider. I'm done. I'm out. Into the next time.